So, it's almost 2014. Take a minute and let that sink in. Okay. Well, I made a bucket list of things that I wanted to accomplish by the time it was 2014. And I've done all the fun stuff, but the last thing on my list is to donate blood. Not as much fun as going to Europe or going to a concert. This is donating blood. I'm not too crazy scared of needles. I was in the hospital for so long a few years ago that I completely got over my needle phobia because I had to, because I was getting 2 blood tests a day and 2 injections in my stomach a day, an IV change every 3 days, which switched to 2 after a while because my veins were so bad, and 6 shots of morphine I would get. Yeah, it was super fun. But I wanted to kind of take that bad that was happened to me and transfer it to something good. So each pint that you donate saves 3 lives. How cool is that? So if you're in the New York area and you get blood transfused, it might be my blood. Hopefully. I'm really hoping that I'm not anemic, because I have been before, so we'll see. But I have an appointment at 2:15, so let's go do this. Well, it looks like we found it. All right, let's go do this. Bye-bye, pint of blood. I really hope I don't pass out once I lose you. Okay, I'll film this when I'm nervous. Okay, I'll put it back on when I'm inside. All right. I am officially a blood donor. Feels pretty good, I gotta say. Didn't hurt. The worst part was that little pricky thing that they do to make sure your iron levels are good. My iron levels just made it. Thank goodness. I was scared since I'm a vegetarian that wouldn't happen, but it did, so I'm very happy. Here I have, well, you saw this little pricky, and then that's what my arm looks like now. That's the needle or the mark. How gross is that? Well, I gotta get it to stay better, but I'm a little dizzy. I didn't videotape much of it just because I was kind of worried, so I didn't want to videotape myself like passing out, so I kind of kept the camera off. I got like a couple seconds clip of them actually taking the blood out from my body, but it was cool. I got to hold it afterwards. It was an entire pint, and then they take 6 vials to test them, and it can be used once they test it in like a month. So if you're in New York City and you need a blood transfusion, you might be getting my blood. Congratulations. Wow. That's it. My 2013 bucket list is done. Time to start for 2014. And if you guys want to donate blood, you really should. It's honestly the coolest feeling ever, and you feel like such a badass afterwards. So I'd say go for it. The needle might look scary, but it's honestly, it's a pinch. It doesn't even, I can't wait to donate again, honestly. And yeah, I'm gonna go lay down because now I am tired. I'm a little dizzy. I'm gonna eat something, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Take a nice long nap because I deserved it. If you guys want to donate blood, I'm gonna put a link down in the pants about where you can donate for the American Red Cross. And I hope you do, and if you do, let me know. Here's a little game. Go back in that footage and count how many times I said honestly, because that was honestly a lot. I wanted to kind of do a little update afterwards, because after I donated, I was really tired and drained for a good like day, but I kind of wanted to explain a little more about what happened, because people have been messaging me saying like, did it hurt that bad? Are you going to donate again? What was it like? What was the whole process? How long did it take? So I kind of want to show you, since I wasn't allowed to tape the whole thing. If you have someone else with you, they can tape for you. But if it's you, they kind of want you to concentrate and not be worried about a camera, so they really don't let you film that much. But I mean, I got some cool footage, and the needle's a little scary looking, but don't worry, we'll get to that. Let's backtrack. So I got to the place, as you could see. I walked in and I got a little green badge. It said first time donor, so everyone was, oh, so cute. Super fun, because everyone else had red badges, which I get next time I donate, which means that you've donated before. And so I got there, I checked in, I had an appointment, I called Red Cross, I talked to a really nice guy, he scheduled me, I went in. Within like 5 minutes you have to answer all these questions. They're pretty personal questions, but they use a computer now. So the woman, she asks you the normal stuff. They take your iron level, which is a little prick on the finger, which is nothing. I test my blood sugar almost every day, so that was simple. But that's probably the most painful part about the whole thing, because the damn thing sucks a little bit. And then they leave you alone with the computer, and you have to answer yes or no questions. Have you been out of the country? Have you ever had hepatitis? And then they get to the really fun questions, like, have you ever sold your body for money or drugs? Which I haven't, but it made me laugh really loud. And you could always hear who was getting to that question in the booths around you, because you would always hear a little giggle. And so if everything is good there, the machine passes you and you're on to the blood donation, which is where I started getting nervous. My pulse was almost too high to donate because I was getting really nervous, because usually during medical procedures, things like to not go right for me, so I figure I'm going to be the one that they stick and like blood comes pouring out. I'm going to be that person. So I was a little nervous, but the pulse was good, so we went in. Really nice woman helped me. She had a lot of trouble finding a vein because I have small veins. Like I said, a lot of things go wrong for me. I told her it was okay if she stuck me more than once, but she didn't have to. She would not let me see the needle beforehand. She would not tell me the size of the needle beforehand. And she was very scared that I was going to pass out, but I didn't. Like, I'm very much into body piercings. I like knowing the size. Like, once the needle's in, I'm fine. Like, I can look at it, I'm good. But she was worried because apparently someone else had passed out earlier. So I went in. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this. And I went in, and there's these comfortable beds. These beds are fantastic. And you just lounge, and she does all the, she checks for the vein, she does a whole fucking drawing with markers on you. It took like 3 days to get that off. They clean it with iodine, and then they prick you, and it doesn't hurt. It was a tiny prick. I actually still have a bit of a scar from it. I don't know if you can see. I don't think the camera's picking. Oh, there, that little dot right there. I scar really easily, but that scar is what it was from. I bruised pretty bad. I always bruise. It's just me. It probably won't happen to you guys. And so I went in and it started draining from me, which was a very weird feeling, because you're watching this blood come out of you knowing it's your blood, and like, if I only have 8 pints of that in my body, I'm losing 1. Uh-oh. What happens? Like, if it just keeps draining, what happens if it doesn't stop bleeding? But everything went fine, and before I knew it, she's like, all right, you're done. It took maybe 5 minutes to fill up my whole pint bag. And she's, all right, you get to go to the cookie station. So I walked over to the cookie station. Afterwards, I felt very tired, I think is the word to describe it. I felt drained, drained of blood, but I felt very lethargic and very tired. I went home. I took probably the best nap of my entire life, and that was about it. I actually found out, they called me a few days later to let me know I have A negative blood, which is pretty rare, and there's a huge shortage right now in New York State, so like, please come back. So I have an appointment on February 14th, Valentine's Day, to go donate again. There's going to be a blood drive on the 14th, and there'll be one on the 19th too if you're in the New York City area. It was painless. It was actually kind of amazing when they called and they're like, we just want to let you know your blood's been shipped off to the hospitals. It's going to be used. It was kind of amazing. It was I'm trying to avoid using the word honestly, but it was a very, very, very cool, very humbling experience that I was able to help someone, if not 3 people in the world. In New York, probably, yeah, New York State. So that's really cool. And I can't wait to donate again, which is on February 14th. I'll be there. And I'm really hoping you guys will donate. It's not scary. It's not, okay, it's scary. It doesn't hurt. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I mean, I'm doing it again, and I'll be doing it every 56 days. So obviously it can't be that bad. You guys should really check it out. I'm going to put a link below down in my pants to the American Red Cross. You guys can call. You can set up your own appointment. And if you do, please let me know, because I would love, 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 love to hear that I maybe gave someone information that pushed them in the direction to do it. That would be pretty cool too. So please, guys, if you can donate, donate. You're saving 3 lives. It's amazing. And it's a really cool feeling. Oh, that's it for me, guys. So go donate, and if you do, let me know. Leave a comment, send me a message, follow me on Twitter and tell me, or if you're thinking about donating, or if you have donated, let me know, and let me know what your experience was, because I've only heard good ones so far. So I hope you guys have a great day, and go donate. That's an order.